Happy Friday, y'all. It's been a little bit since I made one of these, but had some crazy stuff happening this week and thought I'd be excited to share it with you. So last Sunday, I heard a message on attachment, and it got to get me thinking. We've talked about not being attached as a society. People that are attached are weak and feeble, and they have insecurities and all these issues, and they get attached to people. And I think some of that is not positive and it's not good. One of the things the Lord was showing me was when we sing songs of love and joy to the Father, and we're wooing Him and He's wooing us, and it's beautiful, and we're growing and building a relationship in our heart with Him. But society has twisted it just a little bit, and most of the love songs we hear are about love for our wife or husband or girlfriend or boyfriend, and we get so in love with them that we maybe unintentionally make them God in our life. And we've seen people when a wife or husband or a girlfriend or boyfriend decides they don't want to be with them anymore, leave them, and it devastates them so much. I mean, I experienced that when I was younger. It's like all these songs put a ideology in me that all the answers and all that hurt and emptiness I felt would be fulfilled by having a girlfriend and a wife and a love and a relationship. And all that relationship is really good, but it twists us and it takes us away from the Father, and that's what it's designed to do. And I'm not saying all love songs are bad or it's bad to see our wives that way, but it's more important to be singing love songs to the Father and worship and growing in Him, because through Him we can love our wives, we can love our kids, and it's a true love. It's not a self-love. It's an unconditional agape love that we will love them and care for them and see their needs before us and put them as more important than ourselves. But when we love for what we can get and for us and for approval and all those things, it really can injure us. The other point that the guy who gave this message brought was that when babies are first born, they can only see a short distance, and that's so they can breastfeed and receive the true milk from their mother, which is wonderful and awesome, and I applaud all women who breastfeed. Now, in the last couple generations, we've been in a hurry and a rush, and things don't always work out, and we bottle feed. Now, I'm not to condemn anybody who's bottle fed, and it's something that we did with our kids, but they were created to have that attachment to their mom, to be so attached in a relationship and building a bond that's a lifelong. And we've seen people that have that bond and they love their mom and their dad and they're close, and man, they would never want to be without them. But I also see a lot of relationships that never get very far. Some discomforts come and we just part from them because we don't build an attachment and a willingness to fight for those relationships. Those relationships are so valuable. And part of the reason we're not seeing the growth in our lives, in our marriages, in our relationships at work and church and wherever we go is because we withhold, and we're not transparent. We're not opened. We're not sharing with others who we are. Sometimes we're withholding things because we're concerned that if we reveal this to them, that they wouldn't want to be our friend anymore. And it's a valid fear or concern, because there's been we're in an attachment, a disattached society that, well, oh, you did that, I can't be your friend anymore. I can't believe you did that, and I don't even want to be part with you. Or you thought that thought. But my encouragement to you is, what if we open the door for attachment and we become vulnerable? What if confession builds bonds for relationships? And what if we need to confess and apologize and just share our lives with other people in a genuine and awesome way that they can know us? And two, this is going to help us be genuine and open with the Lord. honest with him. Ask him the questions. I mean, sometimes I go, Lord, I know the word and I know the right answers, but am I just saying what I know to be true, or am I genuinely believing and living these things out? And I think those are all okay questions to ask the Father, because he is our teacher. And I think sometimes we hear a message from some pastors and we don't maybe hear it right, or it condemns us, and we don't grow in that relationship with the Father, because somehow we hear a message that makes us think that maybe God's against us or not for us, such as people that are divorced. I know so many divorced people, God don't love me, or you don't want me because I get divorced. I said, no, that could be further from the truth. He created you to be in love with you. He sent his son. And in 1 John it said, if you sin, you have an advocate. So if what you've done is a sin, you have an advocate in Jesus on your behalf. He's not trying to find a way to exclude you. He's doing everything to include you. He created you for a relationship with him. If you read the book of Hosea, he don't give up. Though we have cheated on the Father, we've committed adultery against the Father, we've put other gods before him, other things at higher value than him, yet he remains faithful. Even if I turn my back on the Son, S-O-N, he still shines on me. He's still available to me, and he'll still listen and hear me when I call upon his name. He said, I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. I'll never give up on you. He says, I desire intimacy with you. If you go back to the first book of the Bible, Genesis, it speaks of Adam and Eve. And he said, Adam knew Eve, and they conceived. Then you go to Matthew, I think it's 26th chapter, but I might be wrong. It says, depart from me, I never knew you. Perhaps what he's saying is, I never conceived with you. Maybe the Lord wants to give birth through you into new things and fresh things. Maybe he's calling you to that deeper intimacy. I believe we're in a season of intimacy with the Father, just singing love songs to him, writing poetry to him, sharing him because he's your beloved. He's your true Father. He's your true bridegroom. He's the one that's always there for you. His plans for you are so great. His thoughts for you are more numerous than the grains of sand on the seashore. How great is he? I don't think there's a language on this planet that would even come close to saying how awesome and powerful and wonderful he is. He is the true living God. He's a loving God. He is pure and just. Oh, he loves you so much. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I love you so much. God bless you.